dear, oh dear. I don't think the good comes to me. I think that's is Jane. I'm the bad and the ugly. Anyway, it's afternoon. It's going downhill. We will be shortly returning to our own laws without interference from the EU. I was going to ask for a show of hands, but I don't think I need to. Appeals will be heard by our own courts of appeal, with the Supreme Court being the final arbiter. We will no longer tolerate political activism such as the senior Europhile judges or judiciary that we've experienced over the Miller case. I suggest that UKIP will propose legislation that should be introduced curtailing the power of the senior judiciary to interfering with elected government's traditional prerogatives. Therefore, no more cases such as Mrs. Miller, whose wishes are against the people, because that's what it is. Let me just turn briefly to the judicial system, the criminal justice system. Let me say that prison works and keeps the criminals off the streets. UKIP will ensure that criminals such as burglars, thieves, murderers are kept in prison for a substantial period of time. Prison is one thing that deters crime, and the criminals, the one thing that they do fear. We will also consider the less use of the alternative forms of sentencing, such as suspended sentences, probation and community service. The unpaid work element of community service should be far more robust, not mufti-flufti, which it is at the moment. We must ensure that the European arrest warrant does not continue. At the moment, British people in European countries can be arrested or could be caused to be arrested and brought back to that country on a whim. And that is not correct. In future, any legislation that takes place, whilst it will go, but any legislation that comes in between countries must have the basic prima facie evidence that should go before our own courts, and our own courts should decide whether or not that person should be sent back to that country. Now, if I talk about legal aid, I could be here for another hour, but it's atrociously and wastefully administered at the moment by the government. Yet millions of people have been deprived of, when they have been involved in divorce, somebody owes them money, they cannot see their children, or they are injured in an accident. UKIP will extend legal aid in an efficient and cost-effective way for millions of people who are deprived of it. Continuing on the family side, UKIP will ensure that when it is discovered that children are being neglected by their parents, that there is an immediate and early intervention to protect those children from any harm, without allowing social workers to try and persist to let it continue with working with inadequate parents. UKIP also will stop unreasonable parents from playing the system and introducing cost orders against them to deter that. This is just a few of the things that, as I've taken over from as the Justice Spokesman and as part of a double team with Jane, that you'll hear far more from me in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.